Hi out there. I am so excited for your interest in a mind-changing, transformative, healing, challenging, consistent yoga practice. My name is Ann Chrapkiewicz. I am the founder, director, and lead teacher here at Yoga is Medicine, the original hot yoga. More importantly though, I will be your guide as you get into and through your healing yoga journey. Why do you need a guide, you may ask? Well, many people feel uncertain about starting a yoga practice. You may feel any number of things. One of them is unsure whether or not you'll be able to do the yoga postures that we do in a hatha yoga. Another common thing, people feel self-conscious about what they think other people might be thinking about them as they are doing the yoga practice. You might feel worried that you're too stiff, too out of shape, too fill in the blank anything for the practice. Or you may just simply feel not confident about your body's ability to heal, adapt, get used to a heated room, for example, change, and go forward. I want to assure you that all of these thoughts and feelings are completely normal. They're more common than not. Most of us have a general conditioning of those doubts, questions, concerns, lack of faith in our own selves that has lasted most of our lives. So these thoughts and feelings, in fact, are the exact reason that a steady, experienced, long-term guide is crucial for your yoga practice. The truth is the main obstacle to both starting and continuing a healing yoga practice is those very thoughts that are troubling you and talking you out of it. In fact, they are the primary reason. Those doubts, lack of faith, underestimation of yourself, those are the primary reason that most people never start a yoga practice or why they give up at some point once they've started. The trouble is, though, we simply cannot afford not to practice. There is so much stress in and around us, so much chronic disease of many types, just a general lowering of energy. We can't afford not to do it. So the negativity around us and all that stress, it supports the lack of faith in ourselves and all the lack of confidence that's keeping us from practicing. So the good news is, if you have any inkling, just a little tiny bit of a thought, hey, what's that yoga thing? Maybe I should try it. It's really good news because this voice, this thought, maybe I should try some yoga, this is in fact some wisdom and intelligence coming up from within you, talking to you in a positive way, saying, hey, maybe there's something I can do. This intelligence in you is poking at you, nudging at you, trying to wake you up. It's all a wonderful sign. The issue is that so much negativity, doubt, lack of faith in ourselves has been conditioned for so long. Sometimes that positive voice that says, hey, why don't you try yoga? It comes and then it goes. Then the voice, the negativity, the conditioning, the doubt, it's back there, loud and constant. Now, one thing you can do about changing that strong negative voice, changing the lack of faith in your own healing ability, is in fact a consistent yoga discipline. So my role as your guide is to get you from here, where you're not practicing, to there where you are practicing, because I know I have faith and experience and observation that when you have a consistent yoga discipline, those doubts, lack of confidence, underestimation of your potential, they will rarely be there. They will be there much less, and sometimes they'll even go away. The trouble is getting from here where you're not practicing to there where you are. This is the main struggle. So how do we get you to go from, I'm not sure if I can, to, of course I can, it's just my mind? Well, that's where I come in, that's where a guide comes in, to try to help you work through any negative thoughts, any underestimation of yourself that you might have. You have the ability to go from doubting whether you can to confident in your body's ability to heal. You have the ability to go from underestimating your potential to living your full, best possible potential. The reality is the journey is not always smooth. Some days you'll feel motivated to practice, some days you won't. Sometimes that strong negative conditioning is so loud it tries to keep you away from yoga. And it's true. It tries to keep you out of here because I think the negative conditioning knows that as soon as you go into yoga practice, that conditioning gets less powerful, it weakens. Your intelligence and wisdom come forth with the yoga practice. All of this is completely normal. So if you have any interest in this transition from where you are now to where you can be in a relatively short portion of your life, you are in the right place. So I have complete faith that wherever you are starting from, the yoga will work for you. I know this, but what we need to do is for you to establish within yourself that you want to heal. You want to get stronger. You want to improve. You want to seek your potential. You are the core of the yoga practice, and you knowing and you deciding that you want a change is the most important thing. Now, if you're not quite sure about it, you are more than welcome to come in here. Sometimes people's first class is so powerful, that's what motivates them to say, hey, I can do this. However, if you're having doubts, there are 3 questions I'm going to ask you. And if you say yes to even one of the 3 questions, you are in the perfect place to start your yoga practice. You do not need to wait. You don't need to spend any more time questioning, can I, can't I, what are they going to think, how well I'm going to do. Just one yes to any of these 3 questions, and the sooner the better. All right, you are absolutely ready. First question has to do with exercise as we know it. Do you have any desire to supplement or even possibly replace your current exercise program with something that is comprehensive, extremely effective for the time you put in, strengthening, cardiovascular, everything, but which also reduces tension in your body, in the muscles, in your biochemistry, in the nervous system, and in your mind? Part B of that question is, are you not active and you'd like to start some form of exercise that does all that? So if you answered yes, that's the first question, whether you'd like to start or supplement or replace your current movement or exercise program with something that is super time efficient, totally comprehensive, and stress relieving. Furthermore, it's gentle on the joints. So if you have any joint pain, it's excellent. That's question number 1. Question number 2, and remember, you only need 1 yes for you to be in the absolute perfect place. Question number 2 is, are you experiencing or have you been experiencing any type of chronic physical or mental discomfort, pain, inflammation, stiffness, patterns, any stuck feelings that you have a strong desire to heal as much as possible, as naturally as possible? That's question number 2. So first question had to do with exercise movement. Second question about trying to resolve some chronic pattern. Question number 3, are you in a phase of life where you just have a general feeling like there could be something a little bit more, something a little bit better, something outside of where you're at right now? So this could be a work situation, personal relationship situation, energy situation. It could even be hormonal, menopausal, anything where you feel like, oh, this is just not quite what I thought it was going to be. I know this could be improved. I know I could work towards improving it. I just don't have the tools. A lot of times we're sort of stuck, I guess it's just where we're at, in a place where all the tools offered to us just aren't quite working and we can't figure out why. So just a sort of general, difficult to articulate, there's something more I could be doing. I could just feel better, I could resolve this situation, but there's just a stuck pattern. That's question number 3. So number 1, having to do with exercise. 2, some sort of resolution of chronic issue. Number 3, general, difficult to articulate. I know there's something I can do, I just don't know what it is. If you answered yes to any of those 3 questions, even if it's a small yes, doesn't have to be a massive yes, but that voice in you, that yes, that means you are in the perfect place right now to start your yoga practice or restart it. Maybe you've done some other yoga, maybe you've done this yoga before, but those yeses mean you are ready. Now, the deal is, the sooner you start, the better. The reason for this is, the longer you go thinking about it, letting those thoughts be in there of, oh, I'll get to it later, I'm too busy, I'm not sure if I'm good enough, what if I don't do well? All of that mental noise, the longer you let it go on, the stronger it gets. So, the sooner you start, the better. As soon as you start the practice, you're going to give less power to any negative thoughts, any procrastinating thoughts. All right, procrastinating thoughts are a form of negativity. It's kind of saying someone else in the future, my future self will take care of this thing I really should resolve now or want to resolve now. So careful about the procrastination energy. It can really suck you down, all right? So I do recommend just starting as soon as possible. You disempower the negative thoughts when you do this. You empower the healing process. You empower the wisdom within you and the intelligence that's saying, hey, how about yoga? So the sooner the better. I guarantee it will help. Now, for the practicalities of it, I highly recommend our Yoga Kickstart program, which gives you a whole month to do up to 12 classes, whether you'd like to do them in person or live stream. It gives you a couple of bonus buddy passes so you can bring someone, and then a couple of other discounts available during that month. If you feel like you would like more one-on-one support to help you personalize and optimize your next steps in your practice, I do also offer private intake lessons that can be both on Zoom or in person. I really look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you again so much for your interest, and remember, the sooner the better. Empower the intelligence and the healing power within you. Disempower all that negative junk upstairs, all right? This is what yoga will give you. Yoga will give you the power to do that on a regular basis. So come on in, it's gonna be awesome.